Hello friends, what's up? This is Ron here and it's kind of early here for me because I just woke up. I haven't even had my breakfast, but I just wanted to put out this short video for you because the people you are actually summoning this banner, you guys deserve to know that who is actually the better character among these two and on whom you should actually spend your resources. Maybe you are having a bunch of BS generic memories, or maybe you can try the conversion memory process or everything like that. And to many of your happiness, I would say BS Nameless is coming out the superior character of the two, my friends. Honestly, he is better of the two and you should try to get him or use your resources to enhance him. And you can actually sacrifice this guy here, that is Ash. Though he is a dark Ash, but there is something wrong with it, and let me just show you. And of course Ash is a great damage dealer, my friends. He is a great damage dealer, but the fact is, look at this enhanced critical rate and everything, continuous damage enhancement. He has a lot of damage, but the fact is he is a glass cannon and he actually dies really quick. And the thing is, though he is immune to darkness, but he has no shield for PvE. Yes, of course he has a shield for PvP, and it totally depends on you whether you are going to use him on PvP and PvE. But if you are using him in PvP, that's a totally different story. But as most people are actually focused on PvE, so this video is actually based on PvE. And in terms of PvE, this guy has no shield. This guy has no shield. This guy has no healing. So that makes this character a bit vulnerable. And at the same time, you must understand that he is an attack type character. And we all know that attack type characters are more or less kind of vulnerable and they have a very short lifespan and they can actually die pretty soon. And talk about the attack type characters, recent attack type characters we are having, like for example, let's say BS Nameless. He actually lacks a lot of survivability. Talking about BS Zero Original, he also lacks a lot of survivability. And this guy, at the same case, he is also an attack type character. He lacks survivability, and on top of that, he is worse than those guys because BS Zero, BS Nameless both has at least their shields, but this guy doesn't even have a shield. I mean, how you are going to save this character whenever the lunatic bosses are actually doing the raging storm, going to iframe and blah 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 stuffs? How this character is going to be saved and how you are going to save this character from those sudden super fast attacks. And I think netmarble really did a wacky job on this because they gave this guy a shield and that is for only PvP. I mean, that sucks, my friends. So honestly, this guy though deals a lot of damage, but actually he is a kind of a glass cannon, and even though he is doing damages like 1.5 billion, 1.4 billion against lunatic geese, and that's not even a very highest number in this world because I have seen people doing 1.8 billion with BS Leona. So I don't know if you are a fan of this character, but sorry to say, my friends, this is the worst character of the two. And there are some problems with these characters, of course. Now let's talk about our powerful guy here, Mr. BS Nameless. And I'm so happy about this because this character is actually more expected and he is a fan favorite character to a great extent. And the great news is netmarble actually did justice with this character to a good extent. And let me show you the course, what actually is making the differences. And of course, ideal course you are having damage enhancement of darkness, that is going to help to deal more damage. And at the same time, this character is having these two continuous damage enhancement of both darkness and burn, while Ash had only darkness, and this guy has both burn and darkness at the same time. Let's go further and see and look at this core, my friends. This core is actually making him immune to burn and darkness at the same time. So for against bosses who will be dealing darkness damage, this guy will be immune. Of course, Ash is immune to darkness at the same time, but on the top, this guy is having this burn immunity as well. So this is going to be super helpful against all the burn damage dealing characters we are having in the game. And we all know that how many burn damage dealing characters we are having. Of course, all the recent meta characters have burn in their skills more or less. But the most important fact is this one, my friends. This one, look at this. Pay attention. This is going to decrease active skill cooldown by 0.5 seconds when attacking burned targets. And remember, he has burn in his active skill. He has burn damage enhancement here. And here, this guy is going to have this skill cooldown in the core. That is 0.5 seconds. And now my friends, 0.5 seconds may seem a little to you, but honestly, this is a big deal. Because we have seen this core in BS Leona previously. And this is why BS Leona feels so smooth to play with, and you actually never feel short of the skills. And this I would say 2x boss syndrome cooldown reduction card, and this cooldown reduction will reach up to 2.9 seconds. 2.9 seconds accompanied by this one and two, of course, boss syndrome cooldown reduction cards. Think about it, my friends. You will most probably never run out of your skills almost. Damn good stuff, my friends. And of course, once again, increase active skill damage by 200% to targets affected by darkness. So he has 2 dots, and this one single core is actually supporting immensely to the both of the dots. Super duper amazing stuffs. But the story is not ending here, my friends. We will have some more, but let me just go forward that this guy is actually having a shield. A shield, my friends. And this shield is going to absorb damage for 7 seconds. So all sort of damage are going to be absorbed by the shield. You guys know that, nothing to be talked about more. And when attack is, if HP is 50% or more. How sweet is that, my friends? It means that this character is going to start the battle with a shield. It doesn't matter if the HP is 100% or 90%, 95%, they can get that shield. And same as BS Leona. And this is the fact that, another fact that this character is actually going to be very, very strong and so powerful like BS Leona. And in terms of damage, of course, he's going to deal more damage than BS Leona. But I'm just comparing with BS Leona because of the usability. The same comfort you got with using BS Leona, you will be getting the same comfort with this guy. And of course, more damage because he's a latest character. And this shield is going to be applied when the HP is 50% more. Super amazing stuff. And look at here, my friends. This is not the end of the story. We will be having more about this character. Look at this. Recover 1% HP upon landing a skill if HP is 70% or lower. That means what, my friends? That means whenever this character's HP is going like below 70%, he will be getting this heal automatically. And guess what? He is also getting the shield. So up to 50%, there is a gap of 20% HP. And while this 20% HP is intact, I mean whenever his HP is around 51% to 69%, something else like that, he will be having the shield, he will be having this 1% healing whenever any sort of skills is going to be landed. And that can be active skill, that can be finisher skill, core finisher skill, it doesn't matter. So whenever you are going to attack with this character, you will be getting 1% HP recovered. And guess what, my friends? He is a defense type character. He is a tanky character, and as a result, for being as a defense type character, his HP healing will be good because a defense type character actually has a lot of HP already in his stat. But guess what, my friends? The healing story is not ending here. Let me take you to somewhere else. And here is the special card of this character. And as you can see, as a bonus effect, this character is going to recover HP by 8% when using Kaukusan, Katami, and blah 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 X. Anyways, the thing is, on top of his healing from the core, this character is also getting this 8% healing from the 3PG. Guess what, my friends? 8% is not a joke. Because I said that he's a defense type character, he has a lot of HP, and when you convert this to 8%, it will be a good number, my friends. It will be a definitely good number. So add these things, my friend. HP healing from the 3PG, HP healing from the core, supported by the shield. I mean, this character will be so damn hard to kill, my friends. So damn hard. I mean, whenever this character is going to be losing some HP, he will be gaining a lot. And the thing is, this character is going to be immensely helpful in places like, for example, I would say Deimos base. I mean, Deimos base technically requires a lot of healing. We all know that. And this character, as I showed that, is having core healing, 3PG healing, and a shield. And that will make him really defending character, and he will lose a little HP, of course. Of course, it depends upon your playing abilities and your skills. And I haven't yet tested him in places like Deimos base or something, but I strongly believe that what I showed you what I talked about is about the healing, the shield. This character is going to be amazing in the Deimos base. And of course, this guy has, of course, amazing skills. So I don't want to talk about these things in detail. I already talked about it. But the thing is, he has amazing dot explosion of both burn and darkness in the core finisher. And yes, that's a core finisher, because the thing is, core finishers, we don't really use it very often. And mostly we rely on our active skills when we are trying to deal a lot of damage to our bosses. Once again, another similarity with BS Leona. BS Leona has the same dot explosion in her core finisher. And the thing is, dot explosion can be a double-edged sword if it is present in the active skill, because you would like to apply more dots as possible to the boss or any opponent. You don't really want to remove them at all in a sudden, because you just need to keep them on the burn, and as the characters will be in burn or darkness, they will be directly supported by this core. That is going to decrease active skill cooldown and increase active skill damage by 200%. So you need to keep those characters in the dot. And the beauty about it, that core finisher is under your control. You just free to use it whenever you want. If you don't want it, just don't use it. The same thing we did, or we still doing with BS Leona. We don't use her core finisher like whenever we don't want it. And probably I never use that core finisher at all. So I keep the characters all the way in the dots. So once again, a very amazing thing about this character. So my overall verdict about these two characters, I would say BS Nameless is clearly the superior of the two, and you should try to get him, and you should try to invest your resources behind this character. That will make your roster stronger, and this character will give you the same vibe that you got from BS Leona, which is amazing. BS Leona was a groundbreaking character, we all know that, and this guy is probably going to be the next groundbreaking character of this game. And honestly, a lot of people actually are reporting the fact that this character is actually dealing even more damage than the SSDZ that we have in this Guilty Gear collaboration. How cool is that, my friends? Now, how cool is that? This is amazing, I would say. And so let me know what you guys are thinking about this character. Are you getting a good luck with this character? Personally, I would like to congratulate you, all of you who are getting this Boss Syndrome Nameless. Super duper OP character, my friends. Go for it if you have the rubies. Go for it if you love this character. And of course, if you are having Ash, I don't have any complaints. He is a great damage dealing character, of course. But the fact is, he is a glass cannon. He has less defenses. He has no shields. He has no healing. So that makes that guy's life terrible, because he's an attack type character with low amount of HP and everything. So definitely this is the best character, and good luck to you guys, and let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if you are getting this character or not, and what type of Infinity Stones you are adding to this character. Let me know in the comments, my friends, and hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.